Now, let's shift quickly to the most important part of every show. I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to having these folks on. Every year I swear I'm going to go, and I'm swearing I'm going to go this year because it just looks like too much fun. Today's guests are with the Georgia Mountain Scottish Festival and Fair Games. We have Greg Beyer, Entertainment Chair. We have Wendy Beyer, Logistics and Food Vendor Chair. I'm looking forward to talking to you. I'm fat for a reason. I want to know about those food vendors. And we have Kimberly Miller, chairperson. Welcome, folks.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Rick.
Kimberly, what is the goal of the Georgia Mountain Scottish Festival and Highland Games?
The main goal is to educate our community and any of our guests. I call them guests, but our tourists that are in town that weekend. We want to educate them about their Scottish heritage. Most of the folks that settled here were Scots and Irish, and it reminded them of home, the mountains, the mist over the water in the mornings. And so we want to educate our young people, our guests, about Scotland and about the people that settled here.
My wife and I were in Ireland and Scotland 2 years ago, and I'm looking around and I'm like, this is home. I mean,
Yes.
other than we have cattle on the hillsides and they had sheep, but
Yes.
I started thinking, man, can you imagine being a pioneer back in the day from there and seeing this part of the country? It was amazing.
Yes, and you can actually come, feel like you're in Scotland and Ireland, and you don't have to get a passport.
And it'd be a whole lot cheaper from a flight standpoint, too.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of cheaper, Kimberly, what is the admission price and what does that include?
Okay, it is $20 for Saturday. It is $10 for Sunday, or $25 for both days, a 2-day pass. If you are in a group of 10 or more, it's $15.
Okay.
And just contact me at chair at Georgia Mountain Scottish Festival. Then children, 7 to 12, they're $5. And children 6 and under are free. And the children everybody gets everything free. Once
Right.
you get in, unless you're buying food or shopping. I was going to say trinkets, and that's not right. But unless you're going to buy something to take home as a souvenir, everything's free. And that's very different. Oh, and parking is free. That's very different from other Scottish festivals. You can pay up to $40 a day to get into a festival and up to $25, $30 for parking. So we are a great deal. If you've been to other Scottish festivals, you know that. But if this is your first time, we are a deal at $20 on Saturday and $10 on Sunday.
They sell T-shirts.
We do sell T-shirts, yes.
I just got to think that y'all have got to have the coolest T-shirts.
We do, and this year it is absolutely fantastic. It's got some of everything. It's got the coo, it's got the piper, the dancer, everything's on the front of the T-shirt. And then for the kids and ladies, we have a T-shirt, and it says, Nessie has a new home. Because you know the Loch Ness
cool.
Monster, her
Yes.
name is Nessie.
Yes, cool.
And so it says, Nessie has a new home.
I'm looking forward. Wendy, how many participants are there this year?
Well, we have a very full park. We have pretty much filled up the fairgrounds. And that is because this year we have 42 Scottish clans attending. There will be 75 athletes participating in their games down right on 76. You'll be able to see them. There are 7 pipe and drum bands, that's with all the bagpipes and the drums and all the things that go with that, which is about 125 musicians will be parading
Wow.
on those ball fields that you can see from 76. We have 21 Scottish dancers, we have 5 Celtic bands, 11 demonstrators, excuse me, and we'll tell you more about the demonstrators in a moment. We have 40 artisan vendors, so that's people you can buy something to take home, and 15 food and beverage vendors, including, for the first time at our festival, we will have 2 bars where you can buy beer from the UK, let's say. Scotland doesn't have too many beers that are available here.
How about some Irish?
And wine. Yeah, we have Irish and British. That's
Come
what we're
on.
drinking.
Hey, remember, they're all kissing cousins because whoever had food is where they were.
All right, all right.
So there's, and with the food, we have some Scottish specialties. There will be Celtic Monkey there, who are from Marshall, North Carolina, and they do a great whiskey brisket.
Ooh,
We will
that
have
sounds
Murray's
good.
Pies from down in Atlanta, and they will have traditional meat pies, Cornish pasties, Scotch eggs,
Haggis.
shepherd's pie, and they will have haggis, which is a definite delicacy. And that's
You had
about
me
it.
at shepherd's pie.
Okay.
And
Come on by.
some of those beverages you mentioned.
We also have a lot of local vendors. We are using most of the fairground vendors. So if you don't really want to step outside the box and eat haggis, there will be some food that you're familiar with. So yeah, we have a mix of locals and some interesting foods.
That sounds delicious. Are they food trucks or will they be set up in there? How will that be?
Well, the fairground vendors that we're using, most of those have their own buildings, so
Right.
they'll be there in what we will call clan and vendor row, the majority of them. The Pioneer Village up on the top of the hill, we have that full of all sorts of vendors as well as food vendors. And what the locals know as Ella Holler, but we've renamed it, so when you get there you'll see different names on things.
Yes.
There will be a mix of food trucks and tents down
Okay.
in that area with food and beverages. And of course, the main bar, the St. Andrew's Pub, is right there. And then inside the front gate will be the Rusty Kilt Bar, and that's in the post office as you come in the front gate.
Well, if I were a foodie and I were listening to this show, I would want to know the date and the time. We'll get that out there several times. When is the event? What's the date?
Okay, the main event on Saturday and Sunday is June 7 and 8.
Okay.
And it runs from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. both days. The opening ceremony, which is just a grand thing to see, is at 12 noon on Saturday.
Okay.
And we are kicking off on Friday night with a new event that I think Greg will tell you about a little bit later.
Greg, before we get to that, let's take our first commercial break. We'll be right back, folks. Thanks for listening. Welcome back, folks. Today we are discussing all things the Georgia Mountain Scottish Festival and Highland Games. And while we were off the air, I just found out besides 15 different food vendors, which as a foodie, I'm definitely going to try and be there this year. I didn't know about all this food. That besides the games, the food sounds delicious. And besides, you mentioned there's going to be mead also at the taverns or pubs. Very good. Greg, tell us about the musical entertainment. And before that, though, what is y'all's, if someone's listening and they're thinking, I'd really like to learn more about this, what is y'all's domain name, your website?
Sure, that's Georgia Mountain Scottish Festival, and it's spelled GAMTN, ScottishFestival.org.
Very good,
So,
very good,
GAMTN, ScottishFestival.org.
very good. I looked, or y'all can just Google it, folks. I think still on Google it shows up as a Blairsville event, but once you go to your website, it pops up.
It sends
Either
you
one
over.
will work.
Yeah.
Blairsville forwards to our new domain name.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yep. I found it that way. Tell us about the musical entertainment.
Sure. Yeah, I'm very excited about the program we've got this year. In past years, we've had 2 stages, basically. And this year, we are really kicking it up. We have got 4 stages.
Wow.
We've got 2 musical stages where two different styles of musical acts are going to be. We have got a 3rd stage where pipe and drums, when they are not performing out on the parade field or in competition, they're going to go up to that upper stage and provide shows. And the 4th stage is where our dancing is going to be. And we've got 2 styles of Scottish dancing to be there. So the bands that we've got are Aaron's Call, which was hugely popular last year, Celtic Conundrum, also hugely popular, Colin Grant Adams, a festival favorite for many years, Celtic Road, And a new act that I brought in this year, and they're from locally here in Blairsville, Curtis and Kim Jones. And he is a phenomenal flat picker and guitarist. And he's going to be doing a number of Celtic, Irish, Scottish tunes on the guitar, with Kim, of course, backing up on upright bass. The dance bands are the Knoxville Pipe and Drums Highland Dancers, obviously from Knoxville, and the Royal Scottish Country Dancers are coming to us from Atlanta, the Atlanta branch of the Royal Scottish Country Dancers. So if you take a look at the schedule, which is now up on our website, and just take a look at the 4 stages, there is always something rolling on just the entertainment stages alone.
I predict y'all are going to crush it. Do you have any idea of what your largest crowd has ever been? Any idea?
We've had between 4,000 and 5,000 on a Saturday.
I think
And that was those were the first couple of years. The first 3 years, many years ago, and then the first year or two after COVID, when everybody was ready to get out. But I think we're liable to.
I think
Matt,
you're going to
we're
crush
gonna-
it. I mean, food, great music, and then all these cool athletic events.
Yeah.
All right, Wendy. So you said there will be Highland athletics. Let's get to that. What are we talking Highland athletics?
Well, that means men and women in kilts, always something good to see, flinging things through the air. And what I mean by that is probably the best event in my eye is the caber toss. Try to imagine a telephone pole, and one of the guys picks it up by its end and has to sort of run with it a bit and then tip it end over end without it going sideways. Just a bit of a mean feat, if you ask me, but spectacular to watch.
I'm hoping the crowd's far away from this event.
Oh yes.
Well, that is
Well,
one of,
someone has to catch the cable. That's what the crowd's for.
one of the great things about our new location, and Backyard Rebellion, who actually run the athletics for us. Danny is thrilled with the space that we have given them this year. In our previous location, they could only run 5 of their events due to safety issues. Here they're going to be able to run 9. So there will be a lot to see, including heavy and light hammer throw, weight throw over a bar, open stone throw, the Bramer stone throw, sheaf throw, which is like a big sheaf of wheat. They throw it over a big tall bar, and weight throw over distance. We have men and women competitors, and we have youth competitors as well. In total, as I said earlier, there are 75 athletes coming to us from as far away as Illinois.
Cool.
So it's going to be spectacular.
Oh,
Our-
and I found out the other day that there is a gentleman that is coming to compete for international standing in 2 of the athletic events. His mother is. I met his mother the other day, and
Oh,
he is
wow.
coming.
All right.
That's
So-
cool. All right, Kimberly, let's clear something up. What is a Scottish clan?
A Scottish clan is a family, and it's everybody that is related and has that same last name in that same geographic location. So it's basically your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, grandmom, granddad. It's your family, by blood, by marriage, and back in the day, back in the 13 and 1400s, it was if they fought with you, they were an honorary clansman. So that's how you have the word that's sept. It's a part of, but not by blood. So that is a clan. So, and when I meet clans people, my McLaren clan,
Right.
I say, hi, cousin, and we just laugh because some way or another we are related way back because we have the same name in our family.
Very good. Very
So,
good.
and we have 40, how many clans do we have? We have 42 this year. So that is right at a record. I think last year we had 40 or 41. So again, we're increasing by being in our new location with much more space.
Well, and y'all left Blairsville solely
Because
a
of-
good thing. I mean, y'all have
Yes.
just outgrown Meeks Park.
We had, and we were really putting a heavy weight on their infrastructure. and they just really, and there wasn't room for us to grow. I mean, they had like 400 parking places, and here there's 1,400.
Wow.
So everybody can come, and like Wendy said, it's just a bigger space, and it has bathrooms. Hey, listen, if you ever had to wait in line where we were before, you will appreciate all the
Yeah,
the
and a lot of it was
restrooms.
the temporary smelly stuff, and now we've all got it's all
It's all-
hard, permanent, proper
Yes,
sanitation.
yes. Oh, and I did want to say, if you come and you don't know your family or your clan, make a list of all the last names and your family, both sides, mom, dad, grandparents, and if you have a middle name that was usually a last name, put it down, because any of the clans can help you find out if any of them are Scottish, and they will actually point you in the right direction to your family's clan.
That is
So
very cool.
yeah, they love to help.
What we're approaching 1 minute almost. What Kimberly? What will the kids want to see?
Well, on Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 3, they will want to see Princess Merida. That is Disney's Scottish princess, and she's a beautiful princess. And so Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 3, she will be there to have pictures and to meet them. They also will want to see the border collies, all of the animals. The border collies and sheep herding, they'll want to see, now this is the coos, i.e. the Scottish cows. They're pronounced coo, K-O-O. And they'll be there. And then we have Highland ponies. This is the first year we've had room for Highland ponies. And they'll be there. And the falcons are only there, the birds of prey are only there on Saturday because this is their molting season, or when they hibernate. So they're only there on Saturday if you want to see the birds of prey, how they used to hunt. And then, of course, the sheep and the sheep herding and the border collies.
I'm incredibly excited for
Yeah,
you all.
and don't forget we got the bouncy house and the face painting and all that stuff, too, for them.
Let's talk craft vendors real quick.
Yes, we have 40 craft vendors, and they have a wide range, everything from Celtic bags to iron forged items, just a whole lot of things that have a Scottish vent to them.
Okay.
So go in there and have a look at them all.
Greg, we'll wrap it up with you. On Friday night, tell me about the kickoff party. We've probably got maybe 10,
Yes.
15 seconds.
Sure, that is called a Kaylee. I'm not going to pronounce or spell it, but it's K-A-Y-L-E-E for us Americans. And we're going to have music, we're going to have pipe bands, we're going to have storytellers, we're going to have poetry, we're going to have food. There's going to be wine and beer at the bar. Just going to have a great time. Free, open to the public. Just come on in and get a taste of what's going to happen Saturday and Sunday.
At
And it's at
Hamilton.
At Hamilton Gardens, that's right. It's at the fairgrounds, but at Hamilton Gardens at the top of the parking
5:30 to 8.
terraces, 5:30 to 8.
Folks, that's the Scottish Highlands Festival and Highland Games. Hope you can make it June 7th and 8th. Thanks for listening.